What's going on, little shitheads? It's me, ProGrabs, your favorite wrestling stick figure YouTuber here. And before we start the PG Yap session, quick word from our sponsors at ProGrapian Incorporated. Guys, do you want to be a true ProGrapian? Do you want to know how it feels to walk up in any spot and everybody's stunned by your amazement? Well, for $2.99 a month, you can fully become a ProGrapian, okay? You get access to videos early, which Lord knows, those come out once a year. Access to my membership post that will contain roadmaps of what I will be posting and my video schedule. Membership only polls that will let you guys decide what videos y'all want to see. Special emojis to comment with. And yeah, I'm still deciding some more things. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of new to this whole membership thing, but and if you just want to support and help fund the channel, I would truly appreciate it in my little Grapian heart. Alright, roll the tape. Take over. Which is exactly what NXT did in this last decade, let's be honest. Alright, look, this video, oh shit, I just knocked the fuck out of my mic. Look, this video is not gonna be a history lesson, okay? I'm not gonna be telling y'all the first champion and talk about everything, but come here. Well, keep laying down if you're in bed, but NXT does not, and hear me out, NXT Black and Gold does not get the credit it truly deserves, bro. Now look, I know we see glaze on the internet for Roman, the Bloodline, 2016 SmackDown, that one Miz promo that goes viral on Twitter once a fucking year of him on Talking Smack with Daniel Bryan. But I don't see enough glaze for NXT Black and Gold when NXT was the best alternative to the main roster in WWE in such a long time. Alright, and look, I know I'm about to get murdered in the comments because I'm not talking about New Japan or Ring of Honor and any other independent brand, but look, I'm sorry, when you got Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano, that is all a brother needs. Alright, now look, NXT in my opinion showed us how indie wrestling could translate to TV and be its own standalone product with WWE, you know, and I know it's the same company, but you know what I mean. And I think without NXT we wouldn't have AEW. Hear me out, okay? Of course, there's a million other factors that went into AEW, but I mean, I don't know if that's a hot take or not, that we wouldn't have AEW without NXT. But if Black and Gold NXT was never a thing, AEW is not a thing, all right? Because a lot of the same shit that AEW did to be the alternative, NXT was already doing it, all right? And look, I hate to be that guy, but respectfully, come on. And I take nothing away from AEW, okay? AEW is awesome. I love AEW, and I'll probably make an AEW video. Look at this. We got the Daniel Garcia cosign, all right? And that's a real pick. That I lost my shit seeing that. He texted me and DM'd me on Twitter, and I lost my shit. Twitter at ProGraph, you know what I'm saying? Daniel Garcia, I love you, my boy. When NXT came around, right, there weren't really a whole lot of alternatives that caught a lot of people's eyes, specifically my eyes, all right? I know we had the New Japans, the Impacts, but they weren't doing groundbreaking things to me, all right? And I know you can say, can you make it Tokyo Dome? I wasn't paying attention to that, all right? I was a fed boy, all right? But actually, you know what? Before I keep talking, because I'm about to yap my way to the next chapter, let's roll the TV, all right? Let's go. Let's get a move on. Alright, so boom. I think a big part of NXT lore is that a lot of these guys didn't get the same shine on the main roster, right? And this adds value to the product and it just adds to the NXT feel, because it's like, if you want to see these wrestlers like this presented in this light or whatnot, go to NXT Black and Gold, alright? It just made it more special to me. Now, there's people that got treated really perfect in NXT and they should have been booked like this anywhere else because they were just stars, but the amount of opportunities there are in NXT that were wasted is just so crazy to me, alright? One of the biggest to me gotta be my guy Keith Lee. Shouts out the big boys representing always, alright? Look, Keith Lee had star written all over him, alright? I'm not gonna lie, from the moveset to the theme song to the mic skills to being over with the crowd, like Keith Lee in NXT, GOAT, alright? He's in my top 5 for NXT all time, but for the rest of the list, we'll touch on that later. This topic is honestly a dead horse at this point. Is that the saying? Dead horse. I think that's the saying. It's a dead horse, okay? Shinsuke, Samoa Joe's, the Apollo Cruises. They weren't expecting that one. Bobby Roode. Oh my God, Bobby Roode. I thought Bobby Roode was going to be a world champion. I won't lie, okay? He had one of the best entrances in wrestling. They got him more over than he already was. He had the mic skills and the completely overall package you'd want as a wrestler. Thankfully, he's still in wrestling, you know, as a producer, and he's still working, but damn, bro, if he got a good run as like a solo competitor before the injuries, that could have been something, dude. And I think a guy that should have shined more is Pac, or as NXT knew him, Adrian Neville. Shouts out wrestlers named Adrian. That's gotta be my favorite genre. Pac was one of NXT's golden children, right? One of the first stars to get the program on the map, along with guys like Sami Zayn, Corey Graves, Enzo, and Big Cass, which this era of NXT alone is also fucking awesome. I won't lie, but we saw him on the main roster, and honestly, this kind of was the beginning of his Pac character, right? You know, the heelish ways. His mic skills at the time were a bit, a little shaky, but I think if they were able to keep Pac, he might have not turned into the character he is now, of course, but, and you could also debate him being in AEW was the better move, which, I mean, yeah, I could agree with that. We saw how that turned out, but damn, bro, I wish we could see Pac on today's roster. That'd be dope. Emma in NXT was dope to me, you know. I wish she got more shine on the main roster instead of getting fired and hired and fired. Look, this lineup alone, man, holy, well, this match too, particularly, all right, I'm gonna talk about it later in the vid, but when we're reliving the glory days, but holy shit, this lineup of guys that should have been stars, well, besides you, and you could have been something, but, yeah, I won't get into that, but either way, this match is fucking awesome, alright, and if you have not seen this, please go back to NXT TakeOver New Orleans, please, alright. Look, I'm done talking about who should have shined and whatnot, and the woulda couldas, but we here to talk about why NXT was special and so fucking awesome. Let's talk about it. Hi, my name's Prograbs, and you're watching
Why NXT Was Special
on the PG Network. Bum 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 bum. Can I get copyrighted for that? I don't think so. Alright, so first things first. Alright, look, I love NXT around 2013 and 2014, you know, with Bo Dallas and Big E and Seth Rollins and all, but you know, we talking about 2015 and up. Alright, well, not this shit. Alright, this is the real cutoff. But look, if you were not into wrestling, or really just NXT specifically around this time, let me put y'all on. Boom! Look at this card. NXT Takeover Brooklyn. This card encapsulates to this card encapsulates this card encapsulates what NXT was like in this era, alright? From Demon Finn Balor, who was looking like he was about to be the next big thing on the main roster, which he should have been, you know, injury sadly, to Kevin Owens, my goddamn GOAT, to Samoa Joe, my other GOAT, who we gonna talk about a lot in my next video. I have so many ideas for these next videos, y'all. Like, I'm so hyped. Kevin Owens in NXT is one of my favorite wrestlers ever, bro. Like, just looking back at it, this man debuted by showing up to support his friend, then slammed that friend in the fucking ground and powerbombed him on the apron, took his title, had a really good run with it, where he even beat John Cena, my GOAT, alright? Sasha Banks and Bayley, two legends. I don't give a fuck what people say about Mercedes now, legend. To Tyler Breeze, the Vaudevillains. Like, I think my favorite match from this era, though, it gotta be Shinsuke's debut when he fought Sami Zayn, and I think Takeover Dallas. If I'm right, I'm gonna edit in a thumbs up, and if I'm wrong, thumbs down. But this match is fucking perfect, bro. From the crowd being into it, from just the ring announcer stating one fall, to the crowd being red hot, seeing Shinsuke's entrance for the first fucking time, and his entrance is one of the greatest in my opinion, alright? But then they delivered on having a technical, strong style ass match. Like, it was amazing, it was dope, but this was not my favorite era of NXT. Nah, we talking about this one.
Shock the system.
From when these boys debuted, NXT shifted to a whole new level, alright? Now, a whole new era, you could say. Now, I mark the Undisputed Era's debut as the start of a shift, because this is around the time the new NXT roster was being established, from Undisputed Era to Aleister Black to Andrade to Johnny Gargano and Ciampa. DIY's feud alone could be a whole fucking video, but these two are the definition of wrestling soulmates. There's Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. That will always live around. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa are two of the main faces that revolutionized NXT in my opinion. The twists and turns in their feud, the iconic turn from Ciampa on Gargano with the iconic credit roll, and then bam, slammed him to the screen. And he hit him with the crutch to the back. Oh my god. And their matches, bro. The Chicago Street Fight, the Last Man Standing match, bangers. And then DIY's run as a tag team alone is special. But I've seen a lot of people compare Gargano to a Daniel Bryan type level of babyface in NXT, and honestly, I can see it. You know, this man was the underdog golden child of NXT after Sammy left, and I was rooting for him. This match right here, banger. This match right here, banger. This baby right here, dude, yo, if you haven't seen these matches, please add them to your list of bangers recommended by PG playlist. All right, this Adam Cole and Gargano NXT love child, I love it. All right, I'm sorry, I kind of got a little bit. You know how Adam Cole makes me, you know what I'm saying? But the woman too, okay? The roster was nuts, from Shayna Baszler, Kairi Sane, Ember Moon. Like, the talent was insane on this roster, and it makes me so mad that the main roster did not capitalize on some of these people. Like, how do you fuck up Ember Moon? Do you see her finisher? Like, what? What? Ricochet pulling up, getting treated like a star. EC3, man. I have another video coming up where I'm gonna detail a lot of these missed opportunities, but EC3 was such a gem, bro. I really like the 1% gimmick, and he had the look. I was a big fan of his gear, the aesthetic, like everything, man. Derek Bateman, bro, shouts out. But let's get to some highlights. All right, July 8th, 2020, one of my NXT GOATs, Keith Lee, finally got his moment. He captured the NXT Championship while being the North American champion. He defeated my other NXT GOAT, Adam Cole. I think Keith Lee is also the first double champ like this in NXT history, with the main title and mid-card title. If I'm wrong, this part not in the video, but if I'm right, then y'all watching it. But yeah, man, this match is pretty good, but the moment is really what's special here. Keith Lee being one of the workhorses of the brand and helping showcase why NXT was a force that can't be fucked with. That Survivor Series match in 2019 when Keith Lee was the last member for NXT and he faced Roman as the final two and he damn near beat him. I don't know if I'm gonna put the clip because of copyright, but holy fuck, that spirit bomb he hit on him and Roman kicked out at 2.999 seconds was such a big moment, bro. Keith Lee may have lost, but he showed his heart, and he showed that, yeah, he gonna be a fucking force on the main roster. And then Bearcat, Keith Lee versus Dominik Dijakovic, man, my god, bro. Both these guys are insanely talented, okay? Dijak is one of my favorite wrestlers right now, and I wish him nothing but the best and success on his indie run, okay? But their chemistry in NXT and their matches, specifically this one, dog, this shit is free on YouTube. Don't watch it right now, alright? But after this video, go see this, please. Fucking banger. Add this to the PG recommended playlist. Keith Lee's theme song? This shit hard, bro. I'm gonna be jumping all over the place in this video, so just bear with me, y'all. Alright, I'm kind of freestyling, but look, you guys see the thumbnail, alright? Y'all know who we talking about. Adam fucking Cole, baby, the greatest NXT champ of all time. I don't give a I enjoy Garfield. Go argue with your mama. When this man's putting on matches like this, and this, and this, in my opinion, this is Adam Cole's prime, right? Some may say his magnum opus, his My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, his Mad Villain, his Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole. I really fucking love this match. If you haven't seen it, please. His mic skills and promos, great. He was even putting on classic tag matches like this War Games match. This match against Matt Riddle, fucking banger. He was even the first ever North American champion, and he won it in the ladder match I was talking about earlier. Look, the match he had against Ricochet for the North American title, the one where he caught him with the super kick in midair, banger. Adam Cole's run was just special, man, and I think he went out too. Like, to go out to Keith Lee and Keith Lee making history with it was fucking awesome. That 2017 to 2019 run of NXT is just so special to me, and one of my favorite eras of being a wrestling fan. it became the new cool thing to watch outside of the main roster WWE, you know, and it was dope because of how easily digestible it made for fans like me at the time to get into indie wrestling, right? Like, I was a casual fan only watching main roster, and to hear and see all these NXT signings, I'm like, oh, okay, where are these guys coming from? And, you know, led me to finding out about watching Ring of Honor, PWG, and it just helped me expand my wrestling palette, you know. So I will forever appreciate Black and Gold NXT because they literally revolutionized and took over professional wrestling. No pun intended. Now, I wanted to make just a quick little 5 faces of Black and Gold NXT type of list, you know, and this list is for the 2017 through 2019-2020 Black and Gold era. So I'm not putting Finn Balor or Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn or like anyone like those guys on this list, because those guys will be in the top 5, of course, obviously. But, you know, just remember, please, this is my opinion only. My opinion, so do not stone me if you disagree. All right, if you disagree, you could respectfully comment below why, and we could have a nice civil conversation. All right, and this is in no particular order. Okay, starting at the 1, my point guard, it gotta be Adam Cole, baby. All right, look, we already talked about it. Man's had the best NXT title run. Boom, that's my point guard. Starting at the 2 guard, Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling. This man was the heart of NXT during this time period. My 2 guard. The 3, my small forward, it gotta be Tommaso Ciampa for me. When I think of NXT, he's one of the guys I think of for his consistency and just carrying the promotion at times, you know. Plus the feud with Gargano is an all-timer. My 4, my LaMarcus Aldridge, my Zach Randolph, it gotta be Aleister Black for me. All right, just from banger matches to great title reigns to great gimmick, having a badass moveset to go with it. And now the 5, okay, my Alperen Sengun, my 0-1 Shaq. That's the same tier of player, okay? It gotta be bask in his glory, Keith freaking Lee. I don't care if his title reigns weren't long. Keith Lee was one of my favorites, and in my opinion, he elevated the brand. All right. Oh, actually, you know what? Fuck it, 6. All right, we gone to 6 man too, because I want to give props to her. Shayna fucking Baszler was so dope to me. I wish she got a lot to shine on the main roster, but her presentation in NXT was so dope, and her moveset, chef's kiss. All right, there's so many people that could swap in and out, of course. Like there's Andrade, he's a big one. Ember Moon. I'm not gonna include Asuka just because she was kind of moving up already. If you guys want to include this guy, I mean, Velveteen Dream was a great wrestler. I'm just saying, you know. Besides, you know, Ricochet, if you want to include him. If you want to include NXT UK, there's Walter, Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate, Ilya. There's so many dope wrestlers that just came from Black and Gold NXT overall that, in my opinion, I think we should glaze in more. They deserve more glaze, all right? And yeah, guys, thank you for coming to my latest Grab Talk, okay? I have been your boy, Pro Graps Tether, and if you like the video, man, why don't you drop a thumbs up for me down below, okay? Drop a comment on your favorite NXT match, or just favorite NXT wrestler, all right? I'm actually very, very interested to see what you guys got to say, and we are on the road, ladies and gentlemen, to 2K. We're so close, all right? So do me a favor, smash that sub button for your boy. Join the Grappy Core Discord, y'all. First link in the description below. We're hella active. We be watching pay-per-views together. We got a whole PG pay-per-view predictions championship thing going on, and if you want to compete to try and win the title, you gotta join the Discord, man. Shouts out to my guys Mine and Hey Paladin for being the first 2 PG prediction champions. And last but not least, y'all, become a Pro Grappian today, all right, for only $2.99, guys. That's all it is, $2.99, you know. Like I said before, you guys get access to new videos early, access to community membership polls that decide on what videos come out next, cool emojis, the whole bunch, the whole 9 yards. But yeah, guys, I still don't got an outro, so I'm gonna leave y'all with Pro Graps out.